Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're tackling a topic that affects so many of us, money stress. That constant, nagging feeling in the back of your mind about bills, debt, or just not having enough. It can be completely overwhelming, right? But what if I told you that you could break free from that cycle? That you could transform your relationship with money and find genuine financial peace of mind? It's not about becoming a millionaire overnight. It's about taking back control, one small step at a time. So, if you're ready to ditch the anxiety and start building a life where you control your money, and not the other way around, stick with me. We're going to walk through some powerful, practical strategies to help you do just that. First things first, we need to face the music. I know, this is the part most of us dread, but you can't fix a problem you don't fully understand. So, grab a notebook or open a spreadsheet, and let's get a clear picture of your finances. This means listing everything, all your income sources, and I mean all of them, from your main job to that side hustle you do on weekends. Then, on the other side, list all your expenses. Be brutally honest here. We're talking rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, subscriptions you forgot you had, that daily coffee, everything. The goal isn't to judge yourself. It's to gather data. This single act of tracking is incredibly empowering. It moves you from a place of vague worry to a position of knowledge. And knowledge, my friends, is power. You'll likely find surprises, both good and bad, and that's okay. This is your starting line. Once you know where your money is going, it's time to give it a job. This is where budgeting comes in, but please, don't let that word scare you. A budget isn't a financial straitjacket. It's a plan for your freedom. Think of it as a roadmap for your money. You've already listed your income and expenses, so the hard part is done. Now, you decide where you want your money to go. There are tons of methods out there. The 50-30-20th rule is a popular one. 50% of your income for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings and debt repayment. Maybe you prefer a zero-based budget, where every single dollar is assigned a role. Or perhaps you're more of a cash envelope person. The specific method doesn't matter as much as finding one that works for you and that you can stick with. A budget helps you make conscious decisions, preventing that indulgence panic when you wonder where all your cash went. It puts you firmly in the driver's seat of your financial life. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room for many, debt. High-interest debt, like from credit cards, can feel like you're trying to run up a down escalator. You're putting in the effort, but you're not getting anywhere. It's a huge source of stress. So, let's make a plan to tackle it head-on. There are two popular strategies: the debt snowball and the debt avalanche. With the debt snowball, you list your debts from smallest to largest, regardless of interest rates. You make minimum payments on everything except the smallest debt, which you attack with every extra penny you have. Once that one is paid off, you feel a huge psychological win. You then roll the money you were paying on that debt onto the next smallest one. The momentum builds like a snowball rolling downhill. The debt avalanche method is mathematically faster. You list your debts by interest rate, from highest to lowest. You attack the one with the highest interest rate first, while making minimum payments on the rest. This saves you more money in the long run. Which one is better? The one you'll actually do. Pick a strategy, create your attack plan, and start chipping away. Every single payment is a step toward freedom. Alright, we've talked about defense budgeting and tackling debt. Now let's play some offense by building an emergency fund. This is one of the most powerful tools you have against financial anxiety. An emergency fund is a stash of cash set aside specifically for, you guessed it, emergencies. A sudden car repair, an unexpected medical bill, or a job loss. Life happens, and having this cushion means a surprise expense doesn't have to become a full-blown crisis that sends you into debt. How much should you save? A good starting goal is $1,000. Just focus on that. Once you have it, you'll feel an immediate sense of relief. The long-term goal for most people is to have 3 to 6 months worth of essential living expenses saved up. Keep this money in a separate high-yield savings account. You want it to be accessible, but not so easy to get to that you'll dip into it for a pizza night. This fund is your financial safety net, and building it is a non-negotiable step toward lasting peace of mind. With a plan in place, we need to talk about mindset. So much of our financial stress comes from our thoughts and feelings about money, not just the numbers themselves. Do you find yourself constantly comparing your financial situation to others on social media? That's a recipe for misery. Remember, you're usually seeing a highlight reel, not the behind-the-scenes reality. Unfollow accounts that make you feel bad about yourself and focus on your own journey. Another huge mindset shift is moving from a scarcity mindset to one of abundance. Instead of thinking, "I'll never have enough," try focusing on gratitude for what you do have and looking for opportunities to grow. Celebrate small wins. Did you stick to your budget this week? Awesome. Did you pay off a small debt? That's fantastic. Acknowledging your progress, no matter how small, rewires your brain to associate positive feelings with managing your money, which makes it easier to keep going. Your mindset is the foundation upon which all these other strategies are built. Let's also get strategic about our future. A big source of underlying anxiety is the fear of the unknown, especially retirement. It can feel so far away that it's easy to ignore, but the earlier you start, the more powerful your money becomes thanks to the magic of compound interest. If your employer offers a retirement plan with a match, like a 401k, contribute at least enough to get the full match. It's literally free money. Don't leave it on the table. If you don't have an employer plan, look into opening an individual retirement account, or IRA. The key is to automate it. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your retirement account every single payday, even if you can only start with a small amount. $25 or $50 a month is a fantastic start. Automating your savings ensures that you're paying your future self first, without having to think about it. This removes the temptation to spend that money elsewhere and builds a secure future, which dramatically reduces long-term financial stress. Finally, and this might be the most important tip of all, don't be afraid to talk about it and seek help. For too long, money has been a taboo topic. We bottle up our stress and shame, thinking we're the only ones struggling. But you are not alone. Talking to a trusted friend, family member, or partner can be incredibly therapeutic. It helps to normalize the conversation, and you might even get some great ideas. If your stress feels completely unmanageable or is linked to things like compulsive spending, consider talking to a financial therapist or a nonprofit credit counseling agency. These professionals are trained to help you understand the emotional side of money and develop healthier habits. There's no shame in asking for guidance. Just like you'd see a doctor for a physical ailment, it's smart to see a professional for financial health. Taking that step is a sign of strength, not weakness. So, let's quickly recap the journey to financial freedom. We start by courageously facing our financial reality. Then, we create a budget, our roadmap to freedom. We make a strategic plan to attack our debt. We build an emergency fund as our safety net against life's surprises. We shift our mindset from scarcity and comparison to gratitude and abundance. We automate our savings to build a secure future, and we remember that it's okay to ask for help along the way. This isn't a quick fix, it's a lifestyle change. There will be good days and bad days, but by implementing these strategies, you are building a foundation for a life with less stress and more freedom. You are taking control and writing a new financial story for yourself. Start with one thing. Maybe it's just tracking your spending for a week, or setting up that $1,000 emergency fund. Small, consistent actions lead to massive transformations over time. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I truly hope these tips help you feel more empowered and less anxious about your finances. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content on living a happier, healthier, and wealthier life. Drop a comment below and let me know which strategy you're going to try first. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, take care and take control.